Lion patients, it is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here, and I am live and ready to perform for you. So when I was in the psychiatric hospital, I guess 2 years ago now, 2 years, wow, time fucking flies. But somebody said I was like the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, interestingly enough. And I don't know what that means exactly, but you know, he was a friendly guy. He wasn't necessarily, I lost a lot of the people's numbers. There were some cool people in the hospital. I know you don't really want to make friends with mental patients, but there were some cool people in the hospital that I would have loved to kept in contact with. But I know when I got home, I wanted to like just burn all the clothes and all the papers I kept from there. But I did actually keep a lot of the artwork. Interestingly enough, I actually have a journal, from my psychiatric hospital that I've actually shared. So Pete says, "Go, what's going on, big dog?" Oh, 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 oh. Not much, Pete, not much. Hey, Lily, how you doing? It's your birthday today? I noticed you're putting up the birthday cake. So I was just getting a feeling of conviction that my stepsister was Grimes, Elon Musk's ex-wife. And, I was getting emotional, but, I'm trying to toggle the switch to off and realize it's just a delusion. I'm trying to realize this is just a delusion here. So, I mean, obviously, Pete says, actually, that sounds like it might be real. Well, I was, okay, elaborate. I was Googling her, Somebody says, you and Grimes are both super weird. You might be related. Well, non-biologically, my stepfather's daughter. Somebody says, I was surprised when you introduced her as Shanae because I know her as Grimes. Are you fucking with me, or is this really the reality? I mean, please be honest. Please don't mess with my mind. Like, can people just tell me the truth? Can people just tell me the truth, please? Can people tell me the truth? So, all right. I mean, like, you realize this is psychosis. This is psychosis, correct? Like, not every. Somebody asks, "Am I excited for my big date?" I want a video chat with this woman before I go on a date with her to make sure she's real. Is this really all psychosis and delusions? I think it is. I think I'm having. I thought my friend Mark was Olivia Rodrigo. I look like the son of Sid Barrett, even though I'm not biologically related to Sid Barrett. And my stepsister kind of looks like Grimes. So realize I'm just thinking about the rich, famous, and interesting people we look like. It doesn't mean you're biologically related or are that person. So just catch it, check it, change it. To quote the great Dr. Garrett, catch it, check it, change it. All right, so I got a big date on Sunday at 4 at Starbucks, and it's gonna be pretty big. It's gonna be pretty big. It's going to be pretty huge. Should I go to a dermatologist? Somebody says, I hope she stands up to you. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm having like, who do you hope stands up to me, Rusty? I'm. Do you think the Mark, for Mark could be Mark Henry? I don't know, guys. I'm just looking for love. I'm looking. Maybe I should get off social media. Maybe I should delete my social media. Ah. La 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 la. Specimen Andy says that would be a bad idea to delete your social media. Erie says I thought you were going to say maybe I should delete my life. No, I'm not suicidal. At least not at the moment. I'm not a danger to myself. They'll put you right in the hospital if you're suicidal. That's for sure. I'm looking for love and happiness and that kind of thing. So okay, well, I can move. Raisins says, as much as I miss your posts, deleting social media could help you out a lot. I mean, quite frankly, you're a social media addict, Andrew. Erie says, would you date Mark if it turned out she was Mark Zuckerberg? She says, that's a great question. The ultimate sugar daddy. All right. I know Rusty said the hidden realities are there are no hidden realities. There are no secrets. And it's all daydreams that I'm coming to feelings of conviction about. So calm down. Somebody says, you would bottom for Mark Zuckerberg for sure, Andrew. You would be a bottom for Mark Zuckerberg for sure. I should have went to fucking NAMI today. I should have just fucking went to NAMI. I don't know why I didn't. Because I figured I would fight with my father, and I just didn't want to do that. I would have been like, tell me the truth, tell me the truth. It would have just been a miserable car trip. Erie asks, why don't you take Uber? Because Uber costs a lot of money. Uber's a lot of money and it's expensive. Somebody, Splurge Lord says, have you ever considered not being schizo? Well, at my most recent psychopharmacology appointment, I know Dr. Copland said, you might not be schizo, Andrew, because you might only have delusional disorder because you don't hear voices, you don't see things, you don't hallucinate things. So I might not have a schizoaffective diagnosis, but definitely delusional disorder. When I discover the secrets, is it gonna be overwhelming? Am I gonna? Giant Big Lighter says, "Well, actually, what Giant Big Lighter?" Somebody says Dr. Copland needs to break out a prescription. Actually, I got Xanax that I take as needed here. I got some Xanax. Actually, that was Lamictal. This is Xanax. I'll show you the nice Xanax. This is Papa Bar. Well, I don't really want to get addicted to Xanax, so I don't take them too much. but I got Xanax to take it that it's prescribed as needed. Maybe I'll take it before the date, but I don't want to be tired. Xanax makes me tired. Maybe I'll take my Xanax before my date on Sunday, but I don't want to be sleeping. To be honest, is my to be honest, I'm not really too sure what she looks like. I mean, she doesn't really have very many pictures on her Instagram, and I can't get a really good gauge on what she looks like. She could be cute. So I want to ask her to send me more pictures, but I don't know if that's inappropriate or not. So it's a little bit of a blind date. It's a little bit of a blind date. I'm going to go and kind of be shocked. Somebody says, I hope she's not a guy, Andrew. I hope she's not a man. She says, what if you get robbed? Yeah, hopefully that doesn't take place. The date is Sunday at 4 p.m. So he says, I'm sure she's going to be beautiful as hell, Andrew. And so he says, be happy someone wants to go out with you. Be happy someone wants to go out with you, Andrew. Somebody says, what if her fetish? No, Pete. I'm not. I mean, I'm not into masochism. If she's a sadist, I'm not really gonna go with that. It just says, fair enough, big dog. So it's what if you get there and it's Dale and he just gives you one knockout punch? Well, I get a cup of coffee. I'll say, all right. I say, touche, Dale, touche. Want to get a cup of coffee? Or like it's an intervention. It's Dale, my mother, my brother, my stepsister, my aunts, my uncles, and they're all sitting there and they say, Andrew, take a seat. You need help. And frankly, somebody says, that's what I hope it is. I hope it's an intervention. It's your mother, father, stepfather, brother, aunts, uncles, stepsister. I take a seat in there, but like, what? Wait a second. Why is my friends and family all inside Starbucks? And they're like, have a seat, Andrew. Have a seat. Andrew, you need help. Somebody says, you would be so angry if it was an intervention. Andrew, we couldn't talk to you at home, so we had to get you to drive to Starbucks. You need help, Andrew. And there's a 75 men. Now have a cup of coffee, decaffeinated, and we'll talk. Yeah, I have a feeling. I don't think it's going to be an intervention, but you never know. Maybe it could be. So it seems like you want it to be an intervention. And to be honest with you, I kind of want people to intervene on my behalf in a way. I think I want to know somebody genuinely loves and cares about me, And that's kind of what I feel. So he says, "Of course you do. You want the attention, Andrew." Yeah, I feel like I'm getting no attention. I definitely want the attention. The attention of an intervention would be kind of cool. I think it would kind of be like a surprise party. Like you walk in there, everybody screams, "Surprise! You need mental help, Andrew. You need mental help." Instead of like a surprise birthday party, you get a surprise intervention. Surprise! You need mental help. So he says interventions are emotional and not fun. No, I know. I'm kind of joking, Taylor. Taylor says Andrew admits he needs mental health help. La 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 la. Giant Bicolider says Dennis Wilson's Pacific Ocean Blue is a better album than any of them have done. If Dennis didn't die, he would have been a legend. Specimen Andy says Pacific Ocean Blue is amazing. I've never heard that album. Maybe I'll check it out. So he says, "Do you think you'd cry if they really did an intervention?" Well, I'm also looking forward to the date. I'm also looking forward to potentially, going on a date with a woman. So I kind of would be disappointed if that's when they chose to do the intervention. It would kind of be a cruel prank, or a cruel time to do it. It'd be better if like they did it, like I came home and all of them were sitting in my apartment. That would kind of be a better time to do it. Not say, "Oh, I'm just going to have a cute date, with a woman," and he gets there and it's an intervention at Starbucks. I kind of hope I come home from the gym one day or something, and they're all sitting in my apartment saying, "You need help." That would be a better setting for it. You need mental health help. They're going to say, "Take your medication and get off the internet." What would you say, Andrew? Oh, I don't want to come home from the gym and an ambulance be there to take me away. That'd be pretty bad. Ah! Oh wow. I cry about my problems. Being a quadriplegic would really add to it, wouldn't it? I cry about, everything's so bad. And, being a quadriplegic will just take it to the next level. Do you have to take medication if you're a quadriplegic? Somebody says if you lost your arms and your legs, you wouldn't be able to, do. So he says then you wouldn't have an excuse to not take your Lamictal. If I was a quadriplegic and I couldn't move my arms and legs, I'd probably get myself really drugged up on like antidepressants. I would take the whole fucking pharmacy at that point. I mean, because really, what other pleasure do you have? But not now, because somebody says you need the whole fucking pharmacy now, Andrew. What's stopping you? Anybody want to see me go live on OnlyFans? Anybody want to see me go over to that spicy content platform? Yay or nay? Specimen Andy says no. Taylor says never, never. All right, fair enough. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a rock star. Ooh, and I say, hop on daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Play with daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Hop on daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Play with daddy's dick, or you will be sick. But you gotta be of age, alive, consenting, non-biologically related, and so on. You say, I want to be a rock star. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a rock star. Ooh. And I say, play with daddy's dick. You will be sick. Hop on daddy's dick. And I'll make you famous. I'll make you a movie star. I'll make you a rock star. Somebody says, this is better than the new Kanye album. Oh, hell yes it is. Hell yes it is. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a rock star. La 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 la. Somebody says, your days when you are forced to live in the group home will be the best days of your life, Andrew. Somebody says, I mean, Charles Manson kind of... Is this a brand new shirt? Yeah, it's relatively new.
But interestingly enough, there's like a little rip in the shirt. It's kind of annoying, but
what are you gonna do? So he says, Charles Manson had some great songs. So he says, you look older today. Yeah, I'm getting older. I'm approaching 40. I'm still not ugly, but I'm getting older. So he says, it's just the attire he's wearing. So he says, do the jorts make you look a bit younger? Maybe. Maybe the jorts make me look a little bit more youthful. So he says, you're dressed like a grandfather today, Andrew. So he says, you're dressed for work and you don't even have a job. So he says, you look like you tear up the golf course. Oh yeah, I'd rock and roll at the golf course. Anybody have any other song recommendations that you want to see? All right. Take your medication, take your medication. Somebody says, Charles Manson wrote, never learn not to love. Cease to exist. Come and say you love me. Give up your world. Come on and be with me. I'm your kind, and I see. So he says, Dennis Wilson changed some of the lyrics, and he threatened to kill Dennis Wilson. That's beautiful. That's a wholesome story right there. That's beautiful, guys. Somebody says, "Are you looking forward?" I should have saved this shirt for the date, but somebody said, "Yeah, this is where the rip is right here." Let's see if I can find it. But we're right here, but it's okay. So he says, "Are you looking forward to the date?" Yeah, I am actually. So Taylor says, "You have better shirts." Yeah, I guess you're right. I want to bring my appearance A game for this date. I want to look hot and smoking. Anybody have any good? You can still see the factory sealed folds on the shirt. Yeah, I guess you're right. I have an iron. I don't use it because it's a pain in the ass to use, but I have an iron. So somebody says, throw it in the dryer. Throw it in the dryer. Pete says, throw it in the trash. I don't know. I don't know if that might be going too far, Pete. So he says, get your mother to iron it. She owes you. So he says, you need one of those T-shirts that has a tuxedo. Somebody wants me to sing "God Only Knows" by the Beach Boys. You want me to do that right now? I could do that. He says, "God Only Knows" is a classic. I could do an acapella nerd rap cover of "God Only Knows." Din, din, din. Nah, I'm not feel like doing this right now. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna peace out here. I appreciate you guys for watching me. I appreciate you guys for watching me. So, are there hidden realities, guys, or is the reality basically everything? Taylor says, "Oh my fucking god, there's no hidden realities, Andrew. Nobody's lying to you." He says, "Nobody is fucking lying to you, Andrew. Nobody is deceiving you." Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. There's no deception, there's no hidden realities, there's no lies, there's no gaslighting, correct? So he says, "Ask your." My mother just did not. Yeah, okay. Peace out, guys. Catch it, check it, change it.